Time for an updated video. I haven't done a video in a while, so I just wanted to take time to let you know what's been taking place in the fish room. Well, this is my 55-gallon aquarium that's in the wall that leads to the fish room. And we wanted to go and do a tank that had more color, more fish, live plants, uh, because the family just do not enjoy pleco tanks like I do, and so they wanted something with color. And so we set this aquarium up. It's thriving very well. We got quite a few different aquarium plants in here that's starting to spread, take off. We also have some rummy nose tetras in here, some Congo tetras in here. I think it's 3 females and 2 males. Also, we do have one Corydorus perielis. I had a whole group a while back that I got from Eric Bodrock, but like I mentioned in previous videos, I had a power outage a few years ago and it pretty much killed all the Corys, but that's the only one. I think that's a male that's left in this tank. And also 2 long-fin blue-eye bristlenose. And so my wife wanted to get discus. So we got these guys from the local pet store. Now, I had discus many years ago, and back then I really wasn't educated on how to take care of them properly. I found a breeder that had some. I raised them up for like 6 months, and I did one water change, and they died off. So I never had discus since. Now, I know quite a bit more about fish and how to take care of them, so I told my wife we can take a dab at it. So we picked up these. One is the blue turquoise, and we got 2 red melon discus here, and they're doing really, really well. Not the greatest quality, but they work and they're pretty, and the family really enjoys them. So we're gonna see how these go, raise them up, and see how well we do with them. And they are doing well. Let's go into the fish room. Here again, this is my 10-gallon rack with all my baby and fry in them. In this first tank, we have some lemon blue eye, long fin, bristlenose plecos from the adults that I have in my tank in the wall. And as you can see, they're doing okay. Got quite a few. I don't know how many. And I separated the female from the male because I didn't want them to breed anymore. I do this every once in a while just to get some fry, raise them up, and I can trade them into the pet stores for supplies and food, stuff like that. Also, I breed these nebula steel guppies, and they're pretty. And that's the only guppy I keep, and I spread these throughout the tank, and that helps us good dithers for my plecos. And so there's some other odds and ends that's in these tanks. In the top tank, I still got 2 tanks full of my baby zebra plecos. I have a waiting list, and these babies are probably going to be leaving out in a couple weeks. But I also have a tank here full of some fish that I'm going to be moving over to this 40-gallon breeder. So let's take a look at what we have. All right, we have 3 super whites, and we also have 2 L333s ceramic line. These are A quality. I got these from Nationwide Aquatics. The other one is in his cave. I couldn't get him out the cave, so I just left him in there. So I'm gonna put these over into the 40-gallon breeder, and also going to be adding some other little things in that tank as well. So I'm going to use it as a grow out and see how well they do. And I like to do this because they seem to grow faster when I put them in a 40 breeder up under pots, because they're not fighting for territory or anything like that. So they just eat quite a bit, and I feed kind of heavy and do a lot of water changes. So we're going to add these babies in there. And as you see, the cones are in there. That's one of the males, or one of the other. The L333 is already in that cone, so we're going to wait for them to come out. And I'm going to pull those out. I also have a female zebra pleco female that got kind of injured, and they're healing up with those guys as well. Male had her trapped and put some marks on her. And we're going to see how fast we can grow them. And so let's go over and take a look here at my super white tank. This tank is doing quite well. I've seen a couple attempts of trapping in this tank, so I've been keeping an eye out on them. Trying to see if I can find fry, see if there's a trapping taking place. And they're doing really well. Very large fish, a 5 to 6 inch mark it seem to be. But they're doing good, so I'm just keeping an eye on them, and hopefully they get to spawning for me very, very soon. I do have one of those I purchased as a super white, but it's definitely a super yellow. And I'm going to show you him in 1 second. And this is one of the males. It's not the super yellow, but this is one of the male super whites that guards the cave. But if we skim to the right, we could take a look at that super yellow real quick. And there he goes. Definitely a super yellow. And I mean, I've seen them a lot more orangish color than that. But they're doing good. Now this tank surprised me. This is my albino L333 aquarium. These guys are young. And they're about the size, if not just a little bit bigger than my zebra plecos. If that. I don't even think they're bigger than my zebra plecos. But I noticed 2 fry in there this morning. I had found a couple fry like a couple weeks ago. And look here. What do we see? Another trapping. So I'm going to see if we have fry from this. I'm going to turn the light off in a minute because I didn't realize this was taking place. So we're going to probably move away from this aquarium and then take a look at the fry that I did pull out. So I went through the aquarium. I pulled out the 3 here out of this tank real quick. And then I went back and in my zebra pleco tank, as I was doing some water changes, I found 2 to 3 zebra pleco fry as well. So I'm going to pull all these guys out and put them in a 10-gallon by themselves. And then from there, I may go through and recheck the tanks, but at least I'm going to wait a couple of days. I'm going to make sure it wasn't no breeding taking place. And disturb that. Well, here's the babies that I had found in the aquarium. Doing really well. And so I just wanted to give you guys just an update of what's been going on. I do got quite a few changes taking place. I was able to get more electrical power into the fish room. So now I can finally add my couple more racking systems in there. And I want to add a stack of double 125-gallon aquariums so I can start to get back into other fish that I wanted to dabble with. And have a home for some of my Savannae, my Geophagas, and other things that I wanted to do. But just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's taking place in the fish room. So thank you for watching.